All right, guys, welcome back to an episode of Let's Figure It Out. Now, I want to go over some everyday carry or concealed carry. I know you can get on YouTube and look up 15 million dudes with tactical gear and everything, and red dots and flashlights and lasers and whatever shit's got going on. I'm just going to show you a way it works for me. It may not work for everybody. Just go figure it out yourself if it doesn't. But it's not the only way to do this. And I also need to throw in there, I am not a licensed professional. I've just been doing this shit a long time. Now, what I want to do is I want to go over tips and tricks from the beginning about successful carrying, how to pull it out from the holster, how to present it to the target, and we're going to take it slow. So if you're a dude that's been shooting for 20 years or something like that, you might as well skip the video. But if you're learning or you're new or you want to catch some tips, let's get after it. Hey, I'm going to show you guys with the Lindenhall holsters. It's got that like the Kydex with the real grippy feeling. I don't really like that grippy feeling. I'd rather have it smooth, but hey, here we are. Now I was going to show you guys with the Echelon, but I do that kind of a gangster way. I don't use a holster. I just hold it in my waistband. Not the smartest to do. I don't recommend it. I just do it because I'm stupid. Now, for you guys, I do want to show you guys a couple ways to do it. So I chose a standard Glock because I know a lot of people hold Glocks. There's 3 positions that you can hold the gun in when concealed carrying. I only do it one way, but there's 3 other ways. So one, you can put it here, so you have your appendix carry. You can do right here on the side. That's for dudes who, you know, can fit into their pants a little bit better. It'll fit on the side, and then the one you can have in the back. But the holster will be like a left-handed holster, and it'll be down in here. That way you can do it. It won't present as much. You'll be good to go. Now, I'm only going to do it from the front, from the appendix, because that's the way most people choose to do it. So for me, I have this little kicker. I probably should show you that right here. You can choose different heights on your kicker. I don't know what it's actually called. You can Google it yourself. No idea. Anyways, this sits across your belt and pushes the gun into your stomach a little bit more, so it's not sticking out of your shirt. And that plays a key role. I'll show you here in a minute. But when I go to the appendix, I hook it over my belt. I get it into position right in between that crease. If you're a lady, right here in that V. If you're a dude, on the right side of your nuts. Now, right here, it does present a little bit, which is why I was trying to show you. Right inside here, it presses on this belt, and this presses that gun inwards, as you can see. If I didn't have that as much, it'd be sticking out more. So the tighter my pants go and pulls that in, the more it sucks into my stomach. Now, if I was to stand like that, you can't really tell, but you'll see it a little bit by how many people are actually paying attention to your shirt. I can tell you what, not many. People don't pay attention to shit in this world. Now, from here, I kind of want to go into how I'm going to clear what we call the garment, or you can call it a shirt, or whatever you want to call it, on how we're going to move, manipulate that gun, and safely move it around. All right, let's not waste time. Let's get right into it. I'm not going to sit here and explain story after story, so we're going to go into it on touch points, the steps I use to pull out the gun, present it to the target, go to work, do whatever I need to do. Now, there's 2 different ways people have been doing this. They have a shirt on underneath, tucked in, and then the gun, and then a garment over it, whether it be a flannel or a collared shirt or a jacket, whatever that may be. I'm just going to show you guys how the shirt one goes. I know the bigger boys with some bellies hanging out need that undershirt. I'm not judging you, man. Do what you got to do. Now, I want to go into the full steps on how we're going to do this, and I'm going to make it super simple. We're going to go through it because slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and you got to be a master of the basics, and that's all it comes down to, in repetition. So, for me, bare bones, for anyone who has no idea what they're doing, I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to grab the bottom of my shirt or the garment, and I'm going to pull it. My body's going to lean a little bit. Now, with that, it presents the gun. You see this gap right here? This gap gives me an area to reach my 3 amigos inside this grip right here. Now, when my hands come inside of this is my touch point, is my fingers come into the grip, my thumb presses the back of the slide, and then my pointer finger goes straight down. That way, when I pull it, my hands marry, I'll punch out and do what I need to do. Okay, so we're gonna go over this slow in the step. So 1 and 2 is me leaning and pulling. 3 is getting my hand on the grip, thumb on here, finger down. 4 is pulling. Right as my gun gets to here, I let my left hand go, marry up my hands, punch out, do what I need to do. And now when I come back in and I'm done, since Glocks don't have safeties on them, my finger's the safety, my thumb goes on the back of the slide and my finger is going straight, nothing to trigger well. So I come down and I guide that back in, just like I'm a dude if I'm gonna scratch my nuts, and if I'm a chick, I'm gonna push down. Makes sense. Now, we're gonna go over that again. Stay far away because I'm gonna show you guys from here. 1 and 2 is pulling. 3 is getting my hand in here. thumb on the back, finger pointed. 4 is pulling, dropping the shirt. 5 is grabbing, 6 pushing out. It doesn't matter which steps you want to call it whatever you want. You can call 1 and 2 just leaning, 3 and 4 here, or you can just say 1, 2, 3, 4. It don't matter. You make up the steps in your head. Now, pull, grip, back of the thumb, grab, punch out, do what I need to do. Thumb back on, guide it back in, flip the shirt down, no one knows. All right, we talked about the simple steps to doing it, whether that be pull, touch point, thumb on the back, pull it out, do what you need to do. Now, I kind of want to go into a little bit more that I can show you guys, at least as simple as I can think about it. You have a gun in your pants, and you use it for self-defense. You carry it every day because it's your God-given right, and you want to see that if anything was to ever happen, you can take care of your family. Now, leave it at that. This will always be a little uncomfortable. There's people out there that tell you, oh, I make it super comfortable. There ain't no point in time that when I bend down or I do anything like that, that I don't feel it. It does suck. But I would rather have a little bit uncomfortable than not be protected. So make sure you always carry a gun. Now, with that, there's different stances in it. I just wanted to teach you standing still, where I grab, pull it out, present it, and do what I need to do. Now, just in case, not everyone's always going to be standing like this in a situation. Feet straight, squared on to the target, whatever it is. You can be standing sideways, you can be standing backwards, you can be standing whichever way. Everything is the same no matter which way my feet are pointed. Even if the target is where you are and I was to pull, I'm still gonna lean, pull, and now I rotate my feet and I can do it. It's all about foot positioning, be able to keep that strong base underneath you. Now, this is gonna be a little hard, but we're gonna kind of go into it. If I'm gonna grab this gun and I'm gonna use it, which, by the way, that's something you guys need to focus on too. If you're gonna pull that gun, you made a big decision. You gotta make sure it's go time, and you're gonna own up to them consequences, and it's in a life defense situation. So if you shoot that gun, don't shoot 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Dump the mag on the person. I know it sounds stupid, but dump the mag on the person because you're afraid for your life. If you sit here, I back up and I go 1, 2, 3, and I walk away or stay there like that, was I really scared for my life if I can make 2, 3 accurate shots on the head and the body? No. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out and you're gonna dump that mag. Now, it's a tough subject because some people are gonna feel certain ways about it, but I'm here to tell you right now that if you pull your gun, you're gonna use it. So don't be stupid. Don't just pull your gun out and wave it and let people know. The whole point of concealed carrying is that so ain't nobody know about it. Just carry on with your normal business day. No one knows who you are or what you do, but you're always protected. You don't want to be walking around, look at me. You don't want to be in a situation where someone is talking shit or something like that and you let them know you have a gun. Don't be that guy or a woman. Don't be that person. Don't let anyone know you have a gun until it's time to go. And if it's time to go and you pull that gun out, you made a conscious decision to say it's go time. You can't just pull out a gun and point it at someone and then just stare at them if they're coming at you. So just think about that because it's a tough decision. Anyways, I want to go into foot placement. So if I have someone in front of me or someone to the right of me, as you can see, a bad guy, my feet need to be in a position for me to be able to get after it and go to work. So if the bad guy is to my right and my feet are forward, or I'm talking to my girlfriend, or I'm talking to my dog, or my buddy, whatever it is, and I need to turn that way, I'm still gonna do the same steps as in pulling and leaning, getting my touch points, thumb on to go to work, except for the only difference is now I'm moving my feet. So now if something's going on here, I'm gonna move my feet, take my right foot back, present to the target, and pull the trigger. It's all about getting your feet underneath you no matter which way. Now sometimes if I'm super close to the camera, let's say a threat is right in front of me and I need to get away, you can do the whole thing where you push and do all this wazoo shit. Basically what I'm getting at is if you need to create distance, whatever, if you're left-handed or right-handed, if I'm concealing on the left, if I need to step back, my left foot comes back. If I'm in the right and I need to get into it with somebody, I'm pushing back, just like a quarterback would in the pocket. So I have a threat and I push back as I'm pulling, I'm here. I can shoot from here. I can shoot all the way, moving. And that's something I kind of want to talk to you guys about. Now, I showed you guys a touch point, so I'm pulling like this, pull up, go to work. Now, if there's a very close situation and a dude is standing right in front of me or whoever's standing in front of me and there's a threat and I need to immediately shoot, when I pull, and I take that step back, right as I clear my holster and my hand is out of the way, I can shoot from the hip. As you guys know, anyone can shoot from the hip. So I can shoot, 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 and I'm all the way up in there. That way you're putting rounds down range the whole time. And I promise you, I don't care how big, bad, and tough you are, if you're 15 feet from someone, 10 feet from someone, and you start running at them and they pull out a gun and start shooting, you're not gonna continue to run at them. And if you do, you're stupid. Anyways, if that's coming at me, I can shoot, I can pull, shoot. I can shoot, and I think of it as in if I was gonna uppercut somebody. That's a little tip for you. If I'm gonna uppercut somebody, if someone's coming close and I need to send it home, that same motion on what my hand would be is where my gun would be. I'm gonna uppercut you. So if I'm right here, that's going right to you. And even if it doesn't hit you, I'm shooting to the left and to the right of you at 10 feet away, you're gonna turn. So as I shoot, 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 I can shoot recon by fire all the way up. That's a little tip I want to teach you right there. All right, so I kind of showed you the beginner way of pulling, punching out, doing what you need to do. Now, I've said it over and over again, so I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. Now the next drill, what I wanna do, I'll have you stand up here real quick. What I'm gonna do is I wanna show you guys that if I'm in a situation where I need to step back, pull, and shoot from the hip, I don't care if I hit the target or not. Let me tell you guys that. It's not, don't focus on, I have to be so accurate right here because this is gonna be a violent, quick movement. I'm in it right now. I need to jump back and I need to shoot. You're never gonna be perfect right here. So when I pull and shoot, I don't care if I miss, because I miss, shoot, 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 and I'm on. It don't matter. It's a volley of fire. So if I'm here on the target and I need to pull, I pull like this, I take my step back, I shoot. I don't care if I miss, I can shoot. I walked it into the target. It does not matter. I create that distance, I shoot, and then I get up and then I can walk backwards as I shoot. Now as I'm walking and shooting like that, my body stays forward, I bring my gun to my head, not my head to my gun. If you guys watched my last video, you understand the principles of it. You're gonna bend at the knees, and the hips is where you're gonna do all your work, like you're a little dancer, you know what I'm saying? Now if I'm moving, I'm gonna move it smooth. It don't matter where I'm going, I always have a good base underneath me, as long as this gun stays sturdy. So, if I pull and I shoot, I can keep walking backwards. I got that slight bend in my knees, and it don't matter where I go, I keep that gun plain. So I got a target, comes at me, you'll see it again. I pull, I'm from the hip, because I'm creating that distance. Pull, shoot, shoot, walking backwards. Now that's what I want to show you right there. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get down and dirty. I want to show you guys some drills you can do at home. Now, or not at home, at the range is what I meant to say. I have a bad guy at about 10 yards, 7 to 10 yards in between there. I don't like to stand closer than that because I'm on steel. If you got cardboard, get after it. Now, what I'm gonna do here for you guys is I want to show you guys the pull technique, point and shoot. And we're gonna kind of go over that live. So I'll have you stand right there. I kind of want to go over this. Don't worry, I'm trained professional. I can shoot. So first thing I'm going to do is, I know there's a situation. I'm going to pull the garment, grab my gun, pull it up, point out to the target, do what I need to do, assess the situation, back in the holster. Now, let me explain assessing the situation. What that means is I just went hot. I just had to pull that trigger on somebody. So I'm going to show you again. I'm going to pull up here, hit the target, assess the situation. What I mean that is after I pull that trigger, that gun is still out and I'm still ready to bang by looking around just in case there's more threats or something. Now, you need to practice this over and over again. Simple. Pull, one shot, reholster. Pull, one shot, reholster. Once you get good at that, then you can move on to a couple different shots. But training is the biggest thing you can do, because I promise you, if you have to go hot, you go into the black. You don't ever think about, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you have a situation going on. The minute it gets real, you black out and you resort to your training. So drill this home all day long. Train, 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 train. 1 shot or 2 shots or 3 shots, whatever that needs to be, but you need to hammer it home, because that's what you're gonna do in a situation when you need to pull your gun, I promise. So, I got my bad guy right here. I'm gonna walk through my steps, slow as smooth, smooth as fast. pull the garment, lean, touch points, thumb on the back, pull up, point forward, go to work, assess the situation, nothing's going on, thumb back on here, got it home. Eventually what I want to get you guys to is where you're not ever having to look down at the holster. At the very beginning, you're going to have to pull and look, shoot, pull, look again, send it home. Now, as you shoot more and more and more, I need you to the point where if I get into a situation, oh shit, like that, I can pull without looking, I find my touch points, I pop up, I shoot, I come back here, and I put it back in my holster, if that makes sense. I want you guys to just drill this home. All right, so we went over the real easy parts, the basic ones, and then kind of a little bit more advanced. The next drill I want you to work on is walking backwards. So you don't even have to shoot. You present that gun towards your target, and I want both your eyes open. I need both of them open. And as you're walking backwards, you can still see your surroundings around you, kind of guiding where your feet are going while your targets are still on. Now, the way that means is I'm gonna show you guys this drill. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Pull, present to the target, shoot, take a step, shoot, take a step, shoot. At least 2 steps. We'll see that one more time. Pull, shoot, take a step, take a step. That's creating a little bit distance from your target. Now, I kind of already explained this to you guys on that last one, but if I'm close to you, I know you're up in my grill right now and I know you like it, but here we are. If I'm this close and I need to create distance, I can either push the person away or I can shoot backwards as fast as I can with my feet. So I can push that away and then I can pull and get after it. Now, if my left hand is out of commission or I'm getting wrestled or something's happening, anything's happening, I can do this all one-handed. I'm gonna pull the garment, I'm gonna flick it up, reach down, pull the gun. You might get caught on the shirt, it don't fucking matter. Come in, go to work, reassess the situation, and then from here it doesn't matter because you already shot the guy. If you got to tactfully put it back, you can kind of lean your shirt up a little bit, stick it back in there, and that's one-handed. That way if I need to push, I'm here, pull, and I can shoot as I'm walking backwards. So now we've gone over the basic pull, we've gone over the step back, shooting from the hip, and then volley of fire, and then we've gone on walking backwards. You can do the same thing with walking forwards. That's up to you. But I want to drill home to you guys. If you're going to pull your gun, you're going to use it, so you might as well use it effectively and know what you're doing. Don't look like a dumbass. Now, one more time. Stand a little bit closer right here. I have a bad guy. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I can't say this enough. Pull, touch points, reach out the gun, press, pull it, assess the situation, everything's good to go, reholster it, throw the garment down. And I want you to do that drill over and over again because it's very slow. Everything's good to go. Eventually you're going to be moving where you'll just pull it fast, you'll rip it, and you'll shoot, and you'll look around and be here. Now all the dudes you see with shot timers going, oh, look at that, I did that in 0.1 second. Guess what? Good for you, because that doesn't do fuck all in the real world, okay? And I mean that. When you have a situation going on, master the basics. I need to be able to clear that garment, pull it, and shoot. It doesn't even fucking matter if I miss, because either way, I'm gonna get to that target. First 2 fires, 3 misses, who gives a shit? You're in a real world situation. No one's gonna be like, oh, I saw in your video that you missed a round. Who cares? I don't care if you miss the first 2 rounds. Try to get them on target, but you're gonna be in the shit, man. Which means you're gonna be shaking, your adrenaline's gonna be pumping, your heart's gonna be racing, you're gonna be sweating, everything's gonna come in and it's gonna happen like that. It never happens slow motion, man. It's always fast. So no matter what you do, get it, address that target. All right, everything's good to go. Let's get back in it, go to work. That's a quick video I wanted to do on concealed carry. I know there's 1,000 more things we can talk about it, but I just wanted to get it down and dirty for beginners. If you have any questions, please let me know.